What's poppin', peeps? It's your boy Am for CancerMoonsTarot, and I'm coming at y'all with the daily readings. The first sign I see is the first sign I read. Let's get it poppin', baby, and see what we got going on for all 12 of my motherfucking zodiac signs in love. Hopefully y'all doing fantastic. If so, let me know down in the comments down below. Links in the description box down below for my Instagram, my Twitter, or my TikTok. If y'all want to drop a follow, I would greatly appreciate that. Shout out to the notification gang. I would love to see my notification gang pull on through. As always, the first sign I see is the first sign I read, and the first sign I saw was Cancer. So we're gonna go ahead and get it started in just a sec. But hello everybody, happy Wednesday, happy hump day. Hope you're doing well. What's going on, all of y'all? Thank you so much for tuning in. What's up, Red Skies? What's happening? What's going on, Mark? What's up, Fawn? What's happening, guys? I hope you're well. Hey, CJ. Hey, Empress. How's everybody doing? And let's see what we got going on. All right, starting out here with the Cancer. What do we got showing up, baby? Messages here for Team Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information do we got rolling on in here, please, for the zodiac sign of Cancer? Messages for Team Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Cancer, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves one last and final shuffle, and we'll see what information we got for you, baby. Hopefully, we're looking at some pretty fantastic stuff. Let's go ahead and take a look, all right? Cancer, overall energy here for you is going to be the Two of Pentacles in reverse. So right off the bat here, you could be dealing with an earth sign such as a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Having a look here at your current energy, we do have the Queen of Swords reversed. Looking at what you're dealing with, we have the Three of Wands in the reverse. And then lastly, for the outcome, Cancer, Two of Wands in the reverse position. So we got all reversals across the board. Let's see what we have in store here for you. So Cancerian, Two of Pentacles reversed here all the way to the Queen of Swords in the reverse position. Right off the bat, kind of feels to me like you're making a final decision here. When you have the Two of Pentacles in the upright position, you know it typically stands for indecisiveness or weighing in the pros and cons of a situation. But now that it's in the reverse here, it kind of feels to me like you know exactly what you need to do. Taking a look here at the current energy being Queen of Swords reversed, Queen of Swords reversed kind of represents needing to detach yourself from an environment, person, place, or thing. So you've come to the conclusion here, Cancer, of okay, I'm making the final decision right now. I need to totally detach and totally unplug from a person, place, or thing in my life. Having a look at what it is you're dealing with the Three of Wands reversed. Yeah, so it's almost like for you here, Cancer, one of the biggest reasonings that's probably driving this decision to kind of turn your back on someone or something is due to the fact that whoever you were dealing with wasn't really waiting around. I feel like somebody here either closed out a cycle with you a while ago, or somebody here provided some sort of false hope that they would provide whatever it is they said they would, but I feel like this person's made no moves. You're connecting with a very, very stagnant energy. For example, let's say somebody here said that they were romantically interested in you and that things were going to move forward and a relationship would be born, and then even though they said all this information, it's been months since they've done anything about it. You know, I definitely feel a very strung along kind of vibration coming from a person you're connecting with or coming from a situation that you're dealing with in total. So you're kind of at this point, Cancer, where it's like, okay, I'm very much so done being strung along. Looking at the outcome here being the Two of Wands reversed. Two of Wands reversed here says, I'm not waiting for anything else right now. I need to go ahead and move forward in my life and see what other options are out there and are of availability to me. So Cancer, I definitely see that moving into your next 24 hours, there is something you're letting go of here. You know, I think that you were waiting on a person or waiting on a job or waiting to hear back from someone. You were waiting on something for a long time, but I don't feel like you were waiting on it for no reason. It doesn't feel like it was blind fate to me, because at the same time, I feel like whatever or whoever you were connecting with kind of strung you along. It almost feels to me like they told you, oh yeah, like I'll provide what I said I will for the longest of times here, but somebody just really strung you along here, Cancer, and you're now starting to realize if it's been this long and there's been no movement from this person or from this situation, then what the heck am I going to continue waiting for? Right? So I see many of you here just no longer listening to somebody, no longer believing that they will provide, and you're keeping it popping, pushing, and moving forward. And Cancer, I don't blame you. You know, I'm one of those people that the last thing I want to be and the last thing that I want to happen to me is be strung along. You know, I appreciate honesty. You know, if somebody doesn't want to do something or if somebody feels differently, be honest with me. Tell me how you really feel. Tell me what you really want. Don't make me waste my time. So you are done getting your time wasted here, and you're moving along here forward, okay? All right, Cancer. Sorry for those of you dealing with a situation like that. Definitely not the most fun kind of situation to deal with, but glad you guys are moving out of it and you're moving along and continuing to do your own thing. All right, baby. So we started out here with a water sign for today. We're going to go ahead and do water, air, fire, earth, going on into the air sign. Let's go ahead and have a look here at the Gemini gang. What's up, baby? Messages for Team Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac signs of Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Gemini, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves one more shuffle here for you, and we'll see what's in store for you. Hopefully, we're going to be looking at some pretty awesome stuff. Gemini, overall energy for you is going to be the Ace of Cups in the reverse position. So you could be connecting here potentially with a water sign like a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio. Looking at your current energy, we have the Five of Cups. Looking at what you're dealing with, we have here the Queen of Cups. And then lastly, for you, Gemini, for the outcome, we have the Four of Cups in reverse. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about it. Well, Gemini's showing up here so far, right? Ace of Cups reverse to the Five of Cups. It's one of these situations where you definitely are disappointed about something. And I think that it's driven you to the point where you don't really feel like you are very much so connected to someone or something anymore. I definitely feel a vibration where somebody here's crossed the line. That's what it looks like to me. It's a situation where somebody here crossed the line, and considering that they've done so, it's like, I can't see myself feeling for you the way that I used to. Looking at whatever it is you're dealing with, or whoever it is you're dealing with, we do have here the Queen of Cups. I feel that even though somebody here has crossed the line, they're trying to show up in a very apologetic and emotional kind of way. You know, you're dealing with an individual here who kind of appears to want to get back into your good graces. But Gemini, as far as I see it, looking at the outcome here being the Four of Cups reversed, you know, Four of Cups reversed here says, I'm not even ignoring this person at this point. I'm telling them bluntly, you know, I don't want this anymore, and I don't feel like I'm interested in pursuing anything with you anymore going forward. So I feel the vibration for you, Gemini, of somebody crossed the line, and it's like, yeah, there's not going to be a second chance granted here. You know, right now I need all the space in the world, but I'm letting you know that I'm taking space. Don't contact me. Don't call me. I'm keeping it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So right now off the bat here for you, Gemini, that whatever somebody did here that crossed the line, you know, you're good. I don't really feel like you have any sort of feelings or any sort of feeling to want to pursue anything with this individual anymore going forward. All right. What's going on astrologically? All right, I feel like this might be a common theme today for a lot of the signs moving into the next 24 hours. So maybe something big happened astrologically, but I do feel like a lot of people here are getting ready to pack and go. All right, so we did the water, we did the air, jumping on into the fire. Let's have a look here at Sagittarius, okay? What do we got going on here for Saggy? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What information do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Sagittarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Sagittarian, we're getting this last shuffle, and we'll see what's up, baby. Hopefully all is well. Saggy, overall energy for you is going to be the Strength card in the reverse. So you could be dealing with a Leo for some of you. Having a look at your current energy, we have the Hermit. Looking at what you're dealing with, we have the Ace of Swords in reverse. And then looking at the outcome, we have here the Knight of Pentacles. So let's see what's in store here for the Saggy. Well, first off, you could be connecting here with a Leo. You might also be dealing with a Virgo as well. Now, the Strength in reverse to the Hermit card upright. I feel like this is about caving in and recognizing that you need to take some space. I feel like it's been difficult for you to think about taking space from a situation, but I really feel like you're finally starting to listen to your inner wisdom, because the Hermit card is one of the wisest cards in the tarot. So Hermit card here is kind of like your inner wisdom telling you, like Sagittarius, you need a break, you need rest and rejuvenation, you need some time for yourself to really, really have a restorative energy. So I almost feel like this is the energy of like choosing, you were nonstop, you were doing something nonstop is what I'm getting. Let's say you were working yourself to the point close to of a burnout. You know, your higher self is trying to say, don't burn yourself out, Sagittarius, take a break. Maybe you were working very hard on a relationship to the point where it was very emotionally taxing on you. It's like your higher self was trying to say, take a break from this. You know, you can work on this relationship later, but right now it's very emotionally taxing. Take a step back, you know, give yourself a chance to recover. And now looking at what it is you're dealing with here being the Ace of Swords reversed, Ace of Swords reversed here says, not only are you finally listening to what your intuition's been telling you all along and taking some space, but with that space is also going to accompany a lack of communication. It's like right now I need to kind of completely distance myself entirely. And when it comes towards the lines of communication, that applies here too. And looking at the outcome being the Knight of Pentacles here says, I need to do this for a while. I need to do this for quite some time. I need some time right now away from someone or something, and I need to completely cut it off just temporarily, but I need to do it for a little bit because right now I need to restore and have rest and rejuvenation as much as possible. So I think you just need a big break from something, Sag. Seriously, that's what it all really boils down to. Whether it's your career, whether it's your relationship, whether it's certain friends that you've been around, you're noticing that you're hitting a limit, and that intuitive nudge, right? Your intuition's been speaking to you saying, hey, you got to take a step back and do you for a while and just get yourself leveled out and balanced out. So you're going to follow through. You're going to listen up to what your intuition is saying. And I think it's going to put you in much more of a better position than you would have been if you kept on pursuing whatever this is. Okay. So Sagittarian, when you get that intuitive nudge that the universe is telling you, or that your guides are telling you to pull back. It's going to do you, the best that it can. Okay. All right, Saggy, let's keep it popping, pushing and moving forward. By the way, thank you so much. Shell Row 83. Thank you for being a member for over 5 months. Really, really appreciate that. You said so spot on for every morning that I watch. Thank you, my love. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate you tuning in all the time. Thank you for being a member for over 5 months, and more than happy to help. Really, really happy that the messages do end up resonating and can help as much as they can. All right, baby. So we did the water. We did the fire. We also did the air. Jumping on into the earth sign. Let's go ahead and have a look here at Team Virgo. What do we got going on, baby? Messages for the Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac signs of Virgo? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Virgo, we're going to get this last shuffle and we'll see what's up, baby. Hopefully all is well. Virgo, overall energy is showing up as you. We do have here the Hermit, which is Virgo energy. Having a look at your current energy, we got the Ace of Swords reversed. What you're dealing with is going to be the Six of Swords upright, and then the outcome here is going to be the Lovers. Ooh la la, okay. Let's go ahead and talk about it, Virgo. Well, moving into your next 24 hours, Hermit here to the Ace of Swords in reverse. I feel like this is the realization that you're very drawn to someone, or you're very drawn to something, and as much as you've been trying to isolate yourself, I'm getting that song in my head of I just can't fight this feeling anymore. That really feels to be on par with what you're experiencing here, Virgo. It's like I just can't fight this feeling anymore. No matter how much I've tried to isolate myself from a person, place, or thing, it seems impossible to do so. So looking at what you're dealing with here being the Six of Swords here says in the next 24 hours, you're moving back into the direction of what it is or who it is you're truly connected to. With the outcome here being the Lovers, Lovers card represents what we're heavily connected to in our lives. It doesn't just have to be romance and things of that nature. The Lovers card could represent being heavily connected to your work, being heavily connected to certain friends, heavily connected to certain paths within our lives. So it doesn't just have to be strictly love-based, but I do see many of you here, you've tried to isolate yourself for whatever reasoning, I'm not sure, but you've tried to isolate yourself from something you really care about, but you just can't fight the feeling anymore. Moving into the next 24 hours, you're feeling gravitated. You're feeling that pull, and you're coming on back into something you very much so are connected to, and something you really, really do care about. So if it's love, you're going back to that person. It's like, listen, I tried to fight the feelings I have for you, but I can't fight them. I care about you, so I'm here. If it's about your work, maybe you've tried to take some space from your work, but it's like, I love the work that I do. I need to dive right back into it and keep on doing it. So I see many of you here getting gravitationally pulled back into what it is you truly, truly love. Okay. All right, Team Virgo, let's keep it popping, pushing and moving forward. So we finished up our first batch of zodiac signs for the daily reading today. Jumping back on into our water, we're going to have a look here at the birthday peeps and see what's popping for the Scorpio. All right, what do we got going on here for Team Scorpio? If I can get my cards together. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What information do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac signs of Scorpio? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. Scorpio, I want to wish you all a very happy birthday and a very happy Scorpio season. Hope it has been treating you well so far, and I hope you've been having yourselves a fantastic time. All right, my Scorpio, we're getting this last shuffle, and we're going to see what's up. Hopefully all is well. Scorpio, overall energy for you is going to be the Four of Swords in the reverse position. So you could be connecting here potentially with a air sign for a few of you. Having a look at your current energy, we got the King of Cups in reverse, looking at what you're dealing with. We do have here the Four of Wands. And then lastly, for the outcome is going to be the Tower. So let's go ahead and take a look here for you. Hopefully we're looking at some awesome things. All right, Scorpio, with the Four of Swords in reverse here to the King of Cups reversed, it does say to me here that more than likely what you'll experience in your next 24 hours is not, it's going to be one of those days where you're feeling a little bit more emotionally detached. I kind of feel a vibe, Scorpio, where you're not really feeling it. You're not really feeling being around, family or being around friends. It's kind of one of those days where it's like, you're not in the most lovey-dovey kind of mood and you're not in a very feelings kind of mood. Does that make sense, Scorpio? Like you're not in the mood to be in your feelings, You kind of just want to be by yourself. You kind of just want to do your own thing. Usually what would normally be fun for you, it's like, I'm just not really feeling much of anything. And I think that everybody's entitled to those days because we all have those days, I love doing certain things on a daily basis, but there's some days where I'm just in a mood and I'm like, I don't really want to do it, right? So that could be the vibration here for some of you that you'll be experiencing. I mean, looking at what you're dealing with, Four of Wands. Four of Wands says that you are going to have potentially people around you in the next 24 hours. Maybe this is family, maybe this is friends, maybe this is your partner. And if that's the case for you, if you have people around you, you just don't really seem very keen on wanting to be around others. I definitely feel like tomorrow's kind of an antisocial day. And looking at the outcome here being the Tower card usually represents avoidance. So I do see you avoiding here your environment. I think that you kind of just want to keep to yourself. So for any Scorpios, just throwing it out here, it's not going to resonate to every Scorpio that's watching this, but if it happens to resonate to you and you're having a bit of an off day tomorrow, and you just don't really want to be surrounded by anybody, and you're just not really in the mood to be around people, it's like, don't, do your thing. If you want to be a hermit, be a hermit. That's absolutely okay. Everybody's entitled to an off day. I feel like that's the best advice I could give you. And even though you might not particularly be wanting to have an off day or feeling this way, sometimes we feel the way we feel. There's not much we can do about it. And sometimes we start feeling certain ways that come up out of nowhere without any sort of reasoning, So if you start to randomly feel this way, Scorpio, it doesn't mean that there's a big, deep reason behind it. It could literally just be that you feel this way because that's just how you feel. Or maybe something astrologically, right? In the planets is currently occurring that's making you feel a little bit of, I just want to be antisocial. I don't really feel like seeing other people. Okay, so I see you kind of kicking it with yourself and having a good time just being in your own space and being in your own energy. And if that's what's more enjoyable for you, then stay in your own energy tomorrow. Don't worry about associating yourself with other people or having to show up for other people. If you need to show up for yourself right now, don't be afraid to do so. Okay, all right, Scorpio, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we did the water, jumping on into our air sign now. Let's go ahead and have a look here at the Aquarius, baby. What is going on? Messages for Team Aqua, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac signs of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours? All right, Team Aquarian, let's see what we got going on here for you. Hopefully y'all are doing good. Aquarian, overall energy is going to be the Two of Swords in reverse. Looking at your current energy, we have here the Page of Wands. Looking at what you're dealing with, we have the Queen of Swords. And then looking at the outcome for you, Aquarius, is going to be the King of Cups in the reverse position. So let's go ahead and see what is up. All right, Aquarius, we start out here with the Two of Swords reversed, which usually represents a final decision's been made. So it kind of feels to me like with the Page of Wands showing up here as well, the final decision you've made is you've decided to become more explorative. I think that the Page of Wands is about opening yourself up here to new interests. So instead of staying hyper-focused on one particular interest, this is about opening yourself up to a multitude of different types of interests. I feel like many of you here are done feeling limited in a situation in your life. I mean, having a look at what you're dealing with here being the Queen of Swords here tells me that you're cutting ties with someone. So I feel like you're cutting ties with a person or with a situation you were hyper fixated on. If this is love, you're cutting ties with a partner that you feel like you gave everything to. You know, if it's a job, you're cutting ties with a job that you felt like you gave everything to, or same thing applies with a friend because you felt so limited and you felt like you gave your everything to this one energy. And at the end of the day, this one energy didn't really seem much, very appreciative of it. And I think that kind of drove you here to say, you know what, I'm just going to open myself up to whatever else is out there, whatever other kind of interests that I can invest myself in, because I don't want to be tied down right now. So when it comes towards love, I definitely feel like many Aquarians are not interested in commitments. You're not interested in being tied down. You just want to catch a vibe with people. Same thing with friends. It's like, you might have had that, you might have had one of these friends, right, Aquarius, that, takes the role of the best friend, and then they get jealous if you are around other types of people that you have friendships with or acquaintances with. You might have been around somebody who was pretty controlling in that manner. If that's the case, you're probably cutting out that person here in the next 24 hours and saying, I can do what I want, associate myself with who I want, and right now I'm just in a space where I genuinely want to have fun. Either way, looking at the outcome here being the King of Cups reversed usually has a tendency to represent not really feeling apologetic, not really feeling sorry, and most importantly, not empathizing with somebody. I feel like Aquarius, if somebody here is looking for empathy, especially the person that you're cutting out, you're not going to empathize with them based upon the things they've done because they don't deserve your empathy, right? So that's kind of the situation that I'm seeing here for you, Many Aquarians here could have been connecting with a jealous friend. If you were dealing with a possessive person, that could be the case here too. I just feel like many of you are cutting out jealous and possessive people. You're cutting out individuals who you felt limited you. And now you're opening yourself up here to, whatever's fun right now and whoever's cool to hang out with and whoever's cool to connect with and whatever situations are cool to invest into. It's like, I'm not going to be limited or give all my energy to someone or something to, one, not be appreciated by it, but two, to feel like I have to have a chain on me at all times. All right, Aquarius, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Aquarian will not be tied down. They are going to be a free bird. All right, baby. So we finished up the water. We did the air, jumping on into the fire. Let's go ahead and have a look here at the Leo gang. What do we got going on, baby? Messages here for Team Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac signs of Leo? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. By the way, coming through like a zoo. Thank you for the $4.99 donation. Really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much, my love. All right, baby. So we're gonna get one more shuffle here for the Leos, and then we'll see what we got going on. What do we got showing up here for the Lion gang? What's up? Leo, overall energy for you is going to be the Judgment card. So, Judgment card showing up here for you. You could be connecting potentially here with a Scorpio for some of you. Looking at your current energy, we do have the High Priestess. Taking a look at what you're dealing with, we have here the Two of Wands. And then looking at the outcome for you is going to be the Queen of Wands. So, let's see what's in store here for the lovely Leo gang. Leo, Judgment card, High Priestess. I think for some of you, you're kind of being called to give something or someone a second chance. I think that for many of you, it's probably not someone. For many of you, it's something. What I mean by something is like maybe you tried to, do something with your career. It didn't work out the first time. You might be getting called here to give something a second shot, right? Don't give up so easily, I feel, is something that your guides are trying to mention to you right now, Leo. So for any Leos right now that are currently in a circumstance with their career or with a dream they're chasing, I think that your guides are definitely trying to give you the message of don't give up so easily, continue to give it more chances. Now, if this is about people, maybe some of you Leos are feeling guided to give certain people in your life a second chance. That could be the case for some of you. Of course, take it how it resonates accordingly. Now, looking at what it is you're dealing with, right? You're dealing with the Two of Wands. Two of Wands is a card that represents that you have two paths you can take. But the thing about the Two of Wands, though, is you already know what path you want to be a part of. So, Leo, even if you're being called to give something a second chance, at the same time, you truly know what it is you want. So at the end of the day, it's interesting to me because now I don't see the High Priestess anymore as your intuition. It almost kind of feels to me intuitively that the High Priestess is representing your outside conditions. I almost kind of feel like people externally, right, are trying to make decisions for you. Maybe there's somebody here who wants you to give someone a second chance. Maybe there's somebody here who wants you to give something else a chance. But at the end of the day, if you know what you truly want, if you know the path you truly want to walk and the path that you truly desire, don't let the external individuals in your life tell you what you should be doing when you know what you want to do internally. Does that make sense, Leo? If you know what you want, you do it. Don't let other people influence you, because I do feel outside influences here at play. Okay, looking at the outcome here being the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands here for you, Leo, says stand tall, stand confident, stand proud, and do what you want with confidence. Don't worry about how it's going to affect others. Don't worry how you'll be perceived or viewed. And most importantly, don't let other people walk a path for you when they're not in your shoes. So Leo, that's what I got here for you in your next 24 hours. I kind of feel external influences at play. People that are not you trying to influence you to give either a person, place, or a thing a chance. And even though you've kind of explained it's not what you want, you know, people are kind of pushing things on you. And ultimately, it is not their path to walk because they are not walking in your shoes. Remember, the Two of Wands is an illusion. You're not confused with the Two of Wands. You can see that this individual is holding a globe and he's holding the Ace of Wands, which represents the world. He already knows where he wants to go. He already knows what cycle he wants to be invested in. So at the end of the day, you know where you want to go, Leo. Don't let other people try to make you walk a path that you don't desire. All right, Leo, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Now, real quick, y'all, we finished up the air, the fire, and the water. We're going to move into the earth signs in just a sec. I'm just going to take a quick temporary break, so don't go anywhere, everybody. I will be right back shortly. So thank you guys for your patience. And when I do come back, we will move ahead on into the Capricorn. So give me one moment, please, everybody. I'll be right back, and then we'll continue with the rest of the readings, okay? All right, everybody. Thank you very much.
I don't wanna fall in love. I just wanna have some fun, yeah. I don't wanna fall in love. I just wanna have some fun. I don't wanna fall in love, 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 fall in love. I don't wanna fall in love. I don't wanna fall in love. Fall in love. I just wanna have some fun, yeah. I don't wanna fall in love. I just wanna have some fun. I don't wanna fall in love.
And we're back. Thank you, everybody, for your patience. Really, really appreciate it. Now, moving back on into our Taurus, let's go ahead and see what's going on, baby. Messages here for the Taurus. Or not Taurus, sorry. Capricorn. My apologies, y'all. Capricorn. Okay, let's see what's going on, baby. What do we got going on here for Cappy? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac signs of Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours? All right, Team Capricorn, we're going to go ahead and get ourselves 2 more shuffles, and then we'll see what we got going on, baby. Hopefully, all is well. Let's go ahead and grab one more, and we'll see what we got. What do we got going on here for the Capricorn? Capricorn. Overall energy for you is going to be the 4 of Pentacles. So right off the bat, you could be connecting potentially here with a earth sign like a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Taking a look into your current energy, we have here the 5 of Cups. Looking at what it is you're dealing with, we do have the King of Swords in reverse. And then looking at the outcome for you is going to be the Queen of Cups in the reverse position. Okay, Capricorn. Let's see what's going on here for you. We start out here with the 4 of Pentacles, right? So with the 4 of Pentacles showing up here for you, it's one of those energies that tend to represent holding on to something. And it does feel for me here with the 5 of Cups kind of being a bit of a card of grief. There is some sort of grief you're currently holding on to. And what I like about this reading is that looking at what you're dealing with being the King of Swords reversed, you know, King of Swords reversed tends to represent letting your guard down a bit, letting your fences down down a bit. So I feel here for you, Capricorn, this is about letting your guard down, being able to no longer hold on to all this grief, but instead being able to open up about it. And looking at the outcome here being the Queen of Cups reversed, Queen of Cups reversed kind of indicates that you've been in a space where you've held on to this grief for so long and you haven't really let it out to the point where it's made it very difficult to talk about something. So I see that many of you here are probably going to open up to someone. I don't know if it's, who it is specifically. It could be a family member, it could be a friend, it could be your partner. But I think that if there's any Capricorns out there that have been holding on to any sort of grief for a while and you've been keeping it all in, it's a healthy thing to let it out. It's a healthy thing to talk to somebody. It's a healthy thing to, mention what you're experiencing and what it is you've gone through. And I think that the more that we open up about our experiences and the more that we let out all the things that are bothering us, it puts us in the opportunity to heal, because remember, feeling is healing. And even just talking about something that you're going through with somebody can be a very, very healing experience. So Capricorns, I'm happy to see you letting down those walls a little bit and getting vulnerable with somebody here in the next 24 hours. I think it's going to be a very great energy exchange here for you. And if there's any Capricorns that are currently watching that are kind of on the fence about being open or being vulnerable with someone, trust me when I say do it, because it's going to be a major relief. I can't tell you guys the number of times in my life where I've held so much in, where I've held everything inside for the longest of times, and just having one conversation with a great friend of mine literally made all that weight on my shoulders get lifted in a matter of seconds, just talking about what I've dealt with for the past couple months when I was experiencing some heavy shit. So I promise you, if you're a Capricorn here and you're like, I don't know if I want to do that, I don't know if I want to open up, go to somebody you trust. Have a conversation. Just say, hey, can I vent? And in doing so, it's going to relieve so much that you've been carrying for so long, because you genuinely deserve that relief. Okay. Now, I know it won't resonate to every Capricorn out there, but for the Capricorns it does resonate to, it's going to be a beautiful energy exchange, and it's going to make you feel a heck of a lot better. All right, Capricorn, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we finished up our second batch of zodiac signs for today. Moving on to the last and final batch, we're going to hop on into the water sign, and we're going to have a look here at the Pisces, baby. What do we got going on? Messages for Team Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Pisces. I feel like the fish are coming in pretty quickly, so let's go ahead and get ourselves one more shuffle, and we'll see what's up, baby. Hopefully all is well. What do we got going on here for the Pisces gang? All right. Pisces, overall energy for you is going to be the Nine of Pentacles. Very independent kind of energy. Nine of Pentacles usually kind of represents confidence, being independent, wanting to do something on your own. So it might be one of those days, man. If you have a Pisces in your life, let the Pisces do what they got to do, okay? You might want to be a helper, but don't be a helper. The Pisces has got this, okay? They want to do what they want to do. They'll get it done on their own. Having a look here at your current energy, we have the Chariot, what it is you're dealing with, Queen of Pentacles, and then looking at the outcome here is going to be the Five of Swords in reverse. Okay, so let's see what's going on here for you. I do see, in a sense, for Pisces that are kind of dealing with emotional things. There might be people in your environment trying to reach out to you, trying to help you through whatever you're experiencing emotionally. But what you're telling them is like, listen, this is my battle. This is my fight. What I have to deal with, what I have to go through, what I have to heal, that's on me. That's what I need to work through. So this could be the energy of other people potentially trying to help, but you're letting them know, like, I got this, I'm okay. So I feel like for Pisceans dealing with anything emotionally, you're going to be okay. You kind of want to deal with it on your own. And I feel like that's kind of a water sign thing too, because at least when it comes to me, right, at least in my personal experiences being a Cancer sun, when I want to deal with what I need to go through, it's nice to open up to other people, sure, but when it comes to solving my problems, I solve my problems, because I don't feel like anybody else ever really can. So I see that showing up here for some Pisces dealing with emotional things. Now, if it's not about dealing with emotional things, for many of you here, Nine of Pentacles, Chariot card, you could be thinking about traveling somewhere new. The thing about the Chariot showing up here is it could represent physical travel. So some of you here might be thinking about making a move. Now, this energy could be about moving away from family. So if you currently live with family or you live close to family, it's a bit of a big decision, but I do see many of you here kind of wanting to move to your desired area. So some of you here could be thinking about a physical move happening here in the next 24 hours or taking the steps to do so. You know, taking a look at what you're dealing with right now being the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is kind of that energy that represents, I need to put myself first, you know? And as much as I love other people, as much as I care about my environment, I want to make sure I'm well taken care of and I'm doing genuinely what will make me happy and what I confidently feel will be a good thing for me in my life. So looking at the outcome here being the Five of Swords reversed, I almost feel here, Pisces, it's like you're telling people, listen, I need to do something for me, and whatever it is you need to do in order for your happiness to come through, you don't want to fight about it. You don't want to make a deal about it. You don't want other people to be upset. It's just, I want you to trust me that I'm doing what I know is going to make me happy in the end. Right? So for some of you, maybe it's a move. For others of you, maybe it's a different kind of career path you want to pursue. Maybe it's a different kind of path in life you want to take. It's just, I think you figured out. It's like, I know where I want to go in life, and I'm the only person who can walk this path in my own shoes, and I'm the only person who can make that happen. So if I can see my clear path to happiness, I'm going to take it. And even if other people aren't particularly fond of it, it's not their life, it's not their choice for them to make, and I'm going to make sure that I walk my path in the best way that I can. So I see that coming through here for you, and I think that it's a good thing. I think you should always do what's best for you, and prioritizing yourself is never a negative thing either. So Pisceans, big priorities here. I think you're putting yourself first, and I think you're putting yourself in the line of what you know is going to make you happy, and even if other people aren't particularly happy with it, it is what it is. You got to do what makes you happy at the end of the day. Indeed. All right, Piscean, happy for you though. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So all of the water signs are done. Jumping on into the air sign, let's have a look here at the Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac signs of Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours? All right, Team Libra, we're going to go ahead and get ourselves our last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's going on, baby. Hopefully all is well. What do we got going on here for the Libra gang? Libra, overall energy for you is going to be the Magician in the reverse position. So you might be connecting here with a Virgo for some of you. Looking at your current energy, we got the Page of Swords in reverse. Looking at what you're dealing with, we have the Six of Cups in reverse. And then looking at the outcome for you is going to be the Six of Pentacles in the reverse position. So let's see what we got. We got all four reversals across the board, not always necessarily a bad thing. So let's see what's going on here for you. Well, Libra, we start out here with the Magician reversed, and then we move into the Page of Swords in the reverse position. So what it looks like to me here for you is you're probably not showing up right now. I feel like you're not tuning in, or you're not paying attention to something that occurred or happened in the past. It's like you're not feeding your energy into something, right? We all know that saying. It's like the more you feed your energy into something, the longer you're keeping it alive. It's like, I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to feed my energy into a situation that's long over with and long and done with. The more I keep feeding my situation, or feeding my energy, into a past situation, the more I keep allowing that past situation to live on today in the present. And that is not what you intend on doing anymore here, Libra. Looking at the outcome being the Six of Pentacles reversed. Six of Pentacles reversed here is like, I want to detach entirely. I'm done giving my energy to something so that it can continue to live on. If I deplete my energy, if I stop giving my energy to something, it's no longer going to get fed. Right? So you're no longer putting yourself in a perspective where you're giving your energy to a situation in order for it to live on. You're allowing that situation to drain and to be over and done with, and to be left in the past the way that it was originally intended to be. So yeah, and I don't blame you for that, for sure. There's a lot of people, right? Let's say you're dealing with something with a friend, and your friend constantly fuels something that happened or occurred in the past. It's like, the more you keep fueling what happened in the past, the more that keeps us stuck from moving forward in the present, right? So I'm sure we've all been in situations like that where we've dealt with friends who would like to bring up everything about the past. It's like, the more you keep living in the past, the more we're not going to grow in our future. So I definitely see many of you here no longer feeding something, no longer giving your energy to something and keeping it alive. You're letting it just be in the past in the way that it was intended to be, okay? And like I mentioned, I definitely don't blame you for doing so, okay? I'm a big person on being in the present. I don't really care too much about the past. Whatever happened, happened. It is what it is. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward, all right? All right, Libra, let's keep it moving forward, baby. So we finished up the air. We also finished up the water, jumping on into the fire, baby. Let's have a look here at the Aries gang. What do we got going on? Messages for Team Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours? All right, Team Aries, we're going to go ahead and get ourselves one more shuffle over here, and we'll see what's going on, baby. Hopefully all is well. What do we got going on for the Aries gang? Give me 1 second, though, y'all, as my cards are kind of flying all over the place. I think today's the day I'm going to order a new deck for sure. I think I'm going to get myself a new deck here for the dailies. I think this is the longest, too, that I've used one of these decks for a while. I do like the Rider-Waite Tarot specifically for daily readings, but this one I've used, I think, for close to a year now, which is shocking. I got a lot of value out of this deck. Normally I beat them up quick. Either way, jumping on into it for you, Aries, we start out here with the Sun card. So you could be connecting here potentially with a Leo for some of you. Having a look into your current energy, we have the Knight of Cups. Looking at what you're dealing with, we have the Queen of Wands in reverse. And then looking at the outcome for you is going to be the Nine of Wands. So Aries, let's see what is up with you, baby. We start out here first with the Sun card to the Knight of Cups. So you could be connecting here, right, with a Leo for some of you, but the Sun card and the Knight of Cups paired together usually represents that you're pretty happy and content with the path you're walking. So you're happy with the way things are going right now, or at least that's the way you're presenting yourself, because I kind of see that being the thing here for you. Aries, you're presenting yourself as being in a relatively happy energy, but when you look at what it is you're dealing with situations here right now that aren't particularly empowering, or that aren't particularly bringing in positive vibrations. You know, a Queen of Wands reverse could represent draining energy situations that have left you drained, situations that have left you unhappy. And with the outcome here being the Nine of Wands is the big card that represents holding it all in. It represents keeping what you really feel personal and to yourself. So I kind of feel a little bit of a, smiling through the pain kind of vibe here. For some of you, it's not for all of you, I know that, but I feel for some of you, Aries, it's like, yeah, I'm showing up happy. I'm showing up that I'm living my best life and, doing the best that I can over here. But truth be told, the actual situation I'm dealing with is I'm dealing with a lot of rough stuff. And I'm I'm that person who I personally feel you should always show up as you are. Because when you show up as you are, at least you can be in the energy where you heal. When you're showing up as happy when the truth is you're not particularly happy, what ends up happening is you start to associate with this feeling of having to pretend, and you start to associate with the way you really feel as something that you shouldn't show because it's not right. I think a lot of people have this misconception that happiness is what we should all feel by default. A lot of people have this misconception that feeling unhappy is a bad thing when it's not a bad thing at all. No emotion on the planet, no emotion that any of us can experience is a bad thing. Emotions are neither good nor bad. They are simply emotions which we all have the capability to feel. So I think that a lot of people associate feeling like you're going through a rough patch as something bad and that we don't want to, tell to other people. But it doesn't have any sort of or shouldn't have any sort of association at all, because it's not a bad thing at all. Let me give y'all an example. Have you ever went to go buy groceries and the cashier says, "Hey, how's everything going so far?" And you're like, "Everything's great. Everything's fine." How many of you have lied when you've said that shit to a cashier? How many times have you lied to all these cashiers in the world, right? You'll go buy something and they'll immediately ask you, "Yeah, how's everything? How's it going? Are you having a great day so far?" And you're like, "Yeah, it's fine. It's good." But you're not having a fine day. I think that a lot of people, man, are wired by default to constantly kind of lie, or at least not say what they're really feeling, because if they say the real, true, raw shit, they're worried that other people would look at that in a negative kind of view. But I think that at the end of the day, really tapping in and showing up as yourself and showing up as how you truly feel is the best thing for you to do, because that's what's going to allow you to heal. If you watch my channel, I say it a lot to the point where it's annoying, but it's true. Feelings healing. And if we avoid our feelings, if we mask our feelings, masking isn't going to do anything for you, but bring you back to the reality that you're just wearing a mask. Okay? So for any Aries watching that this resonates to, or anybody at all watching that this resonates to, take off the mask. Show up as you are. Even if you're not particularly happy, it's okay. It's okay to go through rough patches in life. It's okay to be unhappy. It's okay to be disappointed. It's okay to feel drained from situations that you've dealt with, and give yourself the time you need to heal. Don't show up with that mask on, because all it's going to do is make you feel like you shouldn't be feeling what you're feeling, when in actuality, it's just what makes you human. All right? All right, baby. Now, I know, like I said, it's not for every Aries out there. If you're an Aries and you're living a poppin' ass life right now, and it's great, I'm happy for you. But for those of you that are dealing with a little bit of a rougher time, it's okay to be going through that. It's a part of life, and you're going to make it out. You're going to make it out of it, okay? All right, baby. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. By the way, Fawn, I want to thank you so much for the $5 donation. I appreciate that. You said, thank you so much, Aunt. My Aries moon was on point. I've been feeling like the people around me are draining my energy. I just keep holding it in. I know, open up, LOL. Yeah, absolutely. We all know the things to do. We don't want to do them, right? And I think that that's just the reality of the situation. Most of the time, we know what to do that'll be best or within our best interests. It's hard to do those things, So I get it. But thank you. I appreciate your donation, and more than happy that the reading resonates and can help in some sort of way. Okay? All right, baby. So all the fire is done. All the water's done. All the air is done. Last but not least, baby, let's see what we got going on here for the lovely and amazing Taurus gang. What's popping for the bull gang, baby? Message is here for Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What information do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Taurus? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, my beautiful bull gang, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's in store here for you, baby. Hopefully, all is well. What do we got going on for the Taurus gang? Taurus, overall energy for you is going to be the moon in reverse. You could be connecting here potentially with a Pisces for some of you. Having a look at your current energy, we do have here the Page of Cups, looking at what you're dealing with. We have here the Eight of Wands in reverse, and then looking at the outcome for you, Taurus, is going to be the Four of Wands in the reverse position. Okay, Taurus, let's see what's up here for you. Some pretty interesting energies at hand. You start with the moon in reverse, and then you move to the Page of Cups upright. It is one of those things where I feel like what you're offering to somebody is almost, I'm getting the vibration of like you're giving somebody back what they're giving you. That's kind of what I feel about this reading here. Because moon in reverse, right? It represents moving out of what you are feeling emotionally. And it could represent, at least what I'm feeling intuitively, it's representing to me right now that you're embodying the emotions that somebody else here is projecting. So Taurus, I feel like there's somebody in your life here who's been projecting this emotion. They've been projecting like negativity. They've been not really contacting you or communicating towards you. And when you have communicated with them, they've been very not stable with the way that they've been behaving. It feels to me like you could have a great conversation with them one moment, and then the next moment it can turn into something really, really negative, or it can turn into something that just becomes a fight or something of that nature. So I almost feel here for you, it's like you're giving back the same energy that somebody here is giving to you, because you're no longer tolerating and putting up with it. Like, for example, if somebody here kind of suddenly gets into a bad mood and starts giving you shade, it's like you're no longer going to sit there and take it. You're ready here to kind of fight back, is the energy and vibrations that I'm feeling here for you. So for Taurians in the next 24 hours, same thing applies here too. If your person just doesn't talk to you and doesn't reach out, it's like, I'm not going to talk to them and reach out either. I'm done being the nice guy or the nice gal. Like, I'm just not in a position of time where I want to be Mr. Nice Guy or Mr. Nice Gal. Fuck that shit. If somebody over here is bringing in this negative energy, I don't really want to associate myself with that. So it feels to me like the energy somebody here is embodying is constantly flipping on and off. They can be great, but in a matter of a second, they can turn into something completely different that you don't want to associate yourself with. So I feel for many of you, it's like, I'm not reaching out here in the next 24 hours. I'm going to go ahead and just do my own thing. And it feels to me that if they do bring any negative energy, it's like they're not going to expect love and light back. I'm going to show them exactly how they're behaving. If I need to be the mirror to show this person their own reflection, I'm not worried to do so. So Taurus, just be mindful in the next 24 hours. This could be something that's been going on for more than just a day, because my readings, right, typically resonate for the next 24 hours, but this could be something that's been happening recently with you and somebody in your life. But if it's not happening recently and you notice that somebody's energy is just really off in the next 24 hours, things could potentially change rather quickly, okay? So hopefully this situation turns itself around into something more positive. All right, Taurus. Interesting reading, but yeah, it's kind of like you get what you give. If somebody here is going to give you crap, you're not going to give them love and amazing energy right back, you know? So I do feel here for you that you're going to kind of show somebody you'll be the mirror, and you'll show them the reflection. All right, Taurus, dang, getting deep over there. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Guys, thank you all so much, baby, for coming out to the daily reading. I really appreciate it. I hope you all enjoyed it, and if it resonates, let me know down in the comments down below. Shout out to the peeps that come out Monday through Friday. Thank you for your love, everybody. Thank you for your support. As always, you are all super duper appreciated. If you want to check out any of my socials, you can check out my Twitter and my Instagram right above me. But if you want to check out all other social medias that I own, you can go into the description box down below to follow them. And if you ever want to make sure if you're following the correct social media, check the description box of every YouTube video I post. All my social medias are available there, okay? I also wanted to mention, thank you everybody for those of you that are in here. If you could drop a like, that'd be very appreciated. Thank you so much for tuning in. Definitely means the world to me, man. And thank you for spending time with me. I hope you had yourselves a fun, awesome, and fantastic time here today. If you are new and you fuck with the channel and you fuck with the vibes, come on down and subscribe, baby. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell to never miss when I upload or when I go live. Now, I also wanted to mention, thank you everybody for those of you that took some time out to send in donations today. Really appreciate that. They help out a lot more than you know. So thank you for your generosity and thank you for your kindness. It really makes a whirlwind of a difference. So thank you so much for those of you that spent the time to do that. You know, as always, shout out to my members, shout out to my moderator gang. You guys do amazing work here in the channel and I appreciate you guys. So thank you so much for that too. Now, leaving y'all with a bit of an update, coming up tomorrow, I'm going to upload the Aries and the Taurus reading for November 2022. So Aries and Taurus, you guys will be uploaded. I'm going to be doing the November readings in the traditional order from Aries to Pisces. So you guys will always know what sign is coming next because if you follow the order, you'll know when your sign is coming up. So Aries and Taurus, you'll be out tomorrow. And then for Friday, hopefully I can get to Gemini and Cancer too. But I've been a little slow this week, guys. I apologize for that. I've just been having like a really rough time, like, you know, sleeping and getting up at a decent hour. I've been oversleeping for sure. So that's a sleeping schedule issue I'm currently trying to fix and work on. So just bear with me, y'all. I'm trying to get myself together. Okay. All right, though, everybody. I love you. Thank you for being here. I hope you had yourselves a fun time today for the daily read, and I will catch you all in the next video. Have a great day, everybody, and I will see everybody later. Much love and have yourselves a good one. Later, guys, and peace.